match scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, and the opponent.
How's it going, guys? So many buttons, so many chats, so many things. Jaconator's in the house. Lamb Sauce Ramsey's in the house. Random Cable's in the house. Handlebar Orion's in the house. All right, we're starting to get them trickling in here. Good to see some of the regulars popping in. I know, it's been forever, guys. I'm sorry. Big fat jerk. Didn't, Ivatopia's in the house. All right. All right. No, I'm a butthead. Life has been kicking my royal butt here left and right, and been sucked into a pretty bad, not bad job. It's a good job, but it's been time consuming as all get out, and I've been just wiped lately. Been trying to exercise and been trying to do all this stuff, and my brain hurts. And it's been a hell of a week, and so it's like, I need to go. God, we got to figure out why these guys are like diving below the ring already. Angry Beavers. I don't think I know what that is. I probably don't want to know what that is. Sorry, I did not take a shower. I'm all sweaty and gross. I ran 4 miles tonight like a good boy. Weather's really, really, really good in Michigan. So I had to take advantage of the real good... Wait a minute, that is from Nickelodeon. Yeah, I like that theory, Ivotopia. Yeah, it's Secret Kane. I like that. I like that. That's funny. And Zeron's in the house. Wow. Guys, I can answer all your questions as far as progress and glitch fixing and all that stuff and tell you not much has been done. Summer is always a quiet time for Pro Wrestling X as life and all those kinds of fun things get a little craziness. And then the other thing too is it's hard to, because Dave's been chasing down trying to get funding and stuff, and all those guys take the summer, takes lots of vacations and all that stuff. So, yeah, not much in the way of progress being made. Mr. Wrestling 5 has been busy. He's been, you guys have probably seen some of the latest Facebook stuff. He's been doing some new animations, and he's got a really swank looking dive out of the ring that you guys probably saw on Facebook. And same thing with, like a plancha and that kind of stuff. So that's been cool. Yeah, I had to get Abdullah in there. I loved that. I thought he was the best looking mod out of the batch that Jaconator, and I can't remember who else did the mods for those. And so I thought, well, let's get those back in there. You guys are tired of probably seeing all the usual characters. So, you're right. Abdullah wins. You're probably right. We're gonna keep an eye on that. Wow, we got 3 Christmas trees going here. This could be a pretty holiday violent. That's funny. Jake and Lamsaw. That's right. That's right. Yep. Jake completely buried my 4 calls with his 1 call. Now don't. We're not playing favorites. I thought because it isn't fair. We didn't give you enough parts to play around with all this stuff, and Abdullah was the closest one that we could get. Oh, Zeron, you're gross. You're gross. She is hot though. I'll give her that much. I'll give her that much. But yeah, I know. It's funny. I'm seeing all these different wrestlers look exactly like Tyrador, and I thought, geez, you know, we've been here before all of this stuff. So I know, right? I agree with you. See, that's the thing is we've been around long enough now that we actually talked about that. We had that discussion a long time ago. That I remember when we first did our Kickstarter, and we were like talking about like figuring out ways to include like, anybody who backed us got like 3 characters in the game at a certain level, and we were like, my God, we're going to be able to ship with like the world record amount of playable characters, and we were going to like it was going to be like 500 some gimmicks, and I thought, if somebody like, what would happen if somebody liked our gimmick so much that they actually did it as like a wrestler? So we'll see if anybody dresses up like our resident meth head Quick Dose and all that kind of stuff. Boy, we got a lot of Christmas trees in here. This is a pretty spectacular. This is like the Pro Wrestling X Christmas holiday special here. Yeah, I'm not going to bag on Wrestling Revolution. Like I said, M. Dickey, I have got nothing but good things to say about that guy. As somebody who has even just dabbled slightly in trying to make his own wrestling game, like, just the amount of workload is just so insane. And so, if there's a weak part of his game, being animations and stuff, hey, that's all right. Nobody's an expert at all that stuff. I know, a Grimhold mask in real life would be awesome. Christmas in the Halloween arena. I didn't even think about that. That's pretty funny. We are Pro Wrestling X celebrate all the holidays simultaneously. So here's a question for you guys. I was talking about this with. Oh, hang on. Looks like I'm lagging here. Let me get the lag to clear up here first. I don't know why we're lagging here. Do I have like an update downloading? Matt Dickey did retire, at least for now. He posted something to his Facebook or Twitter. I think it was his Twitter, kind of calling it a temporary retirement, which I get. Jake and Air have counted about 4 updated new characters on Facebook. How quick will they be in once Unity 5 is done? I would think right away, man. Once Mr. Wrestling 5 does a final pass and all that stuff is pretty much good to go. Zeron, I love that. That's fantastic. Christmas trees and a Halloween arena on Rusev Day on Gong Show night. I love it. Good stuff. Yeah, so I would think once, because I know what Robert has told Dave. Dave's been actually in touch with Robert recently. What Robert told Dave is that the next build that he does is going to be pretty feature complete. Like, he would have everything migrated over. And so I would imagine that would be the time to start getting some of those new characters in there. So, Lamsauce, Eric, what did you think of my Eric and Unity 5 wrestler in VPW? I meant Dave and U5. I think I saw the picture of that. Let me scroll up. Where did you post that on? Did you post that on Discord, I think? Let me scroll back and refresh my, because you guys, between you and Jakeinator, you guys are posting a lot of fun little mock-ups that are cracking me up. Yeah, let me know where you posted that. I want to refresh my memory. Swear Steam is filled with a lot of pathetic losers bashing this game for not being in development. Are they still doing that? Did our forums get overrun again? Because the trolls have been pretty quiet lately. We got a couple of them on Facebook that are still pretty active. Yeah, are they still... see, Dave is supposed to be going in there and cleaning that out. Let me check the spam zone. Yeah, see, the problem is, like, you're giving me... I'm checking those out. Like, the problem is, because Jakeinator posted, I can't tell what game that's from. I don't recognize that crowd. Jakeinator, when you did that mock-up, what on Tuesday? What game is that? That one I don't recognize right away. Let me see if I can find the. Oh yeah, these are the No Mercy ones. Yeah, see the Unity 5 development. I just got that now. You gotta have black tights though. He's got too much color in there. He's got too much color, and he's not oily enough. I don't think there was a way to do that in. But Jesus, I'm going to send that to Dave right now, because that Dave one actually looks pretty dead on. I'm going to copy that one right now. Yeah, because Dave doesn't float around the Discord. I got to send that to him. That's really funny. The UD5 blew right by me and went right over my head. But now I've seen it. That's funny. That's really, really funny. Yep, Ivatopia. When the new Unity upgrade is finished, will it have the same as we have now with extra stuff? I don't anticipate losing anything. We're not real big fans of taking stuff away. We may end up changing a little bit how the cause work, but that's, again, out of my control a little bit. Because I think we might try to add a few more things, but we'll see. We'll see. Because that's one thing that I wanted to make sure Ivatopia stayed in that loop, is because making sure that all his custom characters and stuff like stay over, because you guys have been working hard on these mods, and I don't want you guys to like have to do all that over again. Yeah, Ziran, I guess I'll have to get in. Dave is supposed to be kind of cleaning up those forums, but if the trolls are back, we're gonna have to bring out the ban hammer, or just at least respond to them. I don't really like banning people, and I really don't like deleting comments and stuff unless it's like racist or something like that. Because I mean, you have to, at a certain point, you have to own it. I mean, it takes a long time for us to get updates out. I mean, it sucks, and I hate having to like eat shit like that, but sometimes it's just how it goes. And so you do what you can. And so I find if we just kind of talk to them and explain to them how hard this actually is, most of them actually kind of back off a little bit. And Dave always talks about trying to kind of flip the switch, and we talked about that a lot amongst ourselves, that the people that get in there, those forums and troll us and everything like that, like they care enough to take the time, and it's just a matter of flipping that switch from hate us to love us. And sometimes you can do that. Dave has had a lot of success like messaging these guys and just saying, hey, we're trying really hard, and we're trying to do all this stuff here. Have a Steam key, or do something. Not necessarily rewarding the bad behavior, but it's easy to bash something when you don't know who's actually behind it. And so when you can kind of put a face to the game and say, hey, we're real people and all that kind of stuff, it doesn't work every time, but that's what the block button's for. But like I said, for the most part, we a lot of these guys have good points, and they're not. Like I said, we got to own it to a certain extent. Oh my God, you guys are chatty here. Oh, stop. I said, I know. Becky turning heel is making me cry. I love Becky. And you know what's so funny is it wasn't anything she did in the ring that got me to like become a Monster fan. She did an Instagram live video where she was having trouble opening up a can of pumpkin or something. It was like something she was fixing a meal, and she couldn't figure out how to get this can open. Like she had a really weird, she either didn't have a can opener or something like that, and she was trying, or she had a can opener, but she couldn't figure out how to make it work. Like it was a weird one or something. And I watched that for like a half an hour. She was so funny. And after that, I was completely in love with her, just in the sense that it cracked me up. It just cracked me up. So, so yeah, it's bumming me out that they're trying to turn her heel. It doesn't make any sense to me. Handlebar Orion, my brother-in-law is actually restarting his real-life wrestling career. He's out working out in a tiny arena somewhere not far from their abode. That's awesome. Is he training at any particular school or anything, or is he just doing something kind of on the side or something? Lycan Wolfstorm in kayfabe, and he wrestles in a wolf mask. Outstanding. Got any pictures? I'd love to see that. Lamb sauce, that's awesome. I'm gonna have to check out your live streams. Link to your Discord channel in here because I'd love to go check that out. No, I was asking both of you guys because there was a bunch of different mock-ups and stuff in there. Yeah, the big difference between slow development and not being development at all. Well, and we have to take some shit, or like we have to own it for not being really good about updating our Steam forums. We don't do a good job there. We do a good job on Facebook and Twitch, and Twitter's gotten to be a little hard. But so. See, Handlebar knows. He knows all about making a game by yourself. Now, from what I read, Handlebar, I have heard that they are not going to define heel and face Becky and Charlotte. That both are going to have valid points, and they're going to try it not having them. We got Luis, 102 Radio. Luis is in the house. Hey, everybody, say welcome back to Luis for recovering from surgery. Attaboy, man. Jake and Air, any opinion on Triple Mania? Didn't see it, never watch it. I know I will get all my Triple Mania highlights from Botchamania, and that's pretty much the extent of it. So I have not seen it. My bro-in-law will be working for, is it Ileana Pro Wrestling? What is that, Handlebar? What region? Oh, Illinois, Indiana Startup. Oh, that's cool. Where do they wrestle out of? Because I'm relatively close to that. Luis, you haven't missed anything. I've just been, blah, 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 Jake and Ader, I saw that same thing. I saw a little Abdullah 1 thing. We'll see if Quick Dose can kick out of this. Abdullah's got the special going. Yeah, we should do Steam newsletters on our Steam page. We should. Yeah, like I said, it's there are just so many bloody areas, and I've been having more fun with things like Discord and all that stuff. The Steam forums, you're right, are kind of a cesspool, but we should be doing a better job of that for sure. So that's the thing is. We gotta own it a little bit. Not much new. Outskirts near Hammond. Let me see if I can Google that indie name or that league name. Let me see if I can find that. Ileana Pro Wrestling or Oh, it must be Ileana. Okay. That rolls. Actually, that's not a bad. Doesn't look like they have a. Doesn't look like they have an official website or anything like that yet. Fire Pro Wrestling devs fucked up really bad with recent events. What have I missed? Yeah, Luis, I got those glitches. Where was that? Let me look that message up again. It was on my. Oh, I can tell you that only. I can answer because 102 DLG Radio. His name's Luis, and so I call him Luis. It's easier to say. The reason you were having trouble breaking the cage is that only 6 of those panels can break. The middle one and the 4 corners. You can try as you might, but you will not break some of those other ones. Oh, God, we have a draw. Ugh, gross. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we got here. Not restart match. Ah, crap. Let me do I'll do a cage here. I like seeing the physics in action here. See, you figure hardcore elimination match, that should be all about Abdullah. But
Fight.
Abdullah wins by points. I love it. That's great. Yeah, somebody is going to have to explain to me KSI versus Logan. Like that. I mean, these things exist, and I don't have a damn clue what anything is going on with any of this stuff. They were doing some kind of a boxing match. I mean, so these are a couple of prominent YouTube streamers, right? God, I'm getting old. None of this stuff makes any sense. All right, so we're gonna have to do those. We're gonna have to do those 4 again because nothing was settled last time. So we're gonna have to put them in a cage. Let's do the stage. Handlebar, going to a wrestling show. Which one are you going to, man? So you're from Illinois, Indiana. You said near your abode. Are you in that neck of the woods? Illinois, Indiana, in that neck of the woods? Because I'm up in Southwest Michigan. I'm relatively close to a lot of things. What are you gonna go see? What are you gonna go see, Handlebar? What league? Michigan City. All right. I park my car there. I think it's Michigan City where the South Shore Line train runs. I think that's it. They've got a train that runs from, I believe it's Michigan City, that runs right into the heart of downtown Chicago. And if I could have figured it out, because the problem with All In is that, I'll tell you that story in a second. So that's funny, man. That's funny. You're pretty close. You're about 90 minutes away from me. We might have to do a. See, I'm still mad. See, okay, let me give you the background here. So, I had a buddy. The original plan. You guys heard me that I said I tried to get tickets to All In, and I sat in that line. The refresh, trying to get tickets. And so when I couldn't get tickets to actually All In, I'd pretty much given up any hope of going. And so me and a buddy, we made some plans, and we were gonna, Saturday night, we'll get the pay-per-view and all that stuff. It'll be really fun. And so that was up until about 2 weeks ago. That was going to be my battle plan. And then my buddy calls and said, "Yeah, dude, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to work Saturday night. I'm out." And so I'm like, okay, shit, all right, that sucks, but okay, I'll watch it. I'll that'll be fun. And then I started looking more into Starcast. I'm sorry, that convention that they were running. And my goodness, like every wrestling podcast, every indie wrestler, everybody that, even from like a Pro Wrestling X standpoint, is like, man, it would be fun to like see if I could kind of push the game out there. You got 5,000 people all coming in, and I thought, this is ridiculous. It's 3 hours from my house. It's like one of the events of a lifetime. I didn't go to WrestleMania 3 because my dad didn't want to go. I didn't go to the Ford Field WrestleMania because for whatever reason. And I thought, am I going to, this thing is like a once-in-a-lifetime event to be able to go to like the very first All In. And I'm 3 hours away, and I'm just going to bail? Really? And so started thinking about it, and I thought, okay, you know what? Maybe I could just like go, and especially since my buddy's not gonna be able to go, maybe I can like sneak down there and like go to like the watch party, go to the convention, and then Shane Helms was gonna host like a watch party, and so I thought, okay, if I can't be in the arena, that'd be kind of fun to do that, and so I started digging. I thought, okay, that could be pretty fun. And I literally started, kind of planning out an agenda. And this was on Tuesday night. I was getting ready to kind of, start putting the logistics in place. And my buddy texted me back and said, dude, I kind of moved heaven and earth, and I was able to get the night off. And so I'm thinking, oh shit, I can't, I was getting all hyped to go to the event, and now my buddy is going to want to do the pay-per-view, and I can't just ditch out on him. So I thought, okay, that sucks. And so I thought, well, maybe what I'll do is, Saturday is going to be an absolute zoo. Everybody and their brother's going to be at that convention. So I thought maybe what I'll do is I'll drive down and I'll go Friday. I'll leave early on Friday, and then do the stuff, and then I'll wake up Saturday morning and I'll go to the DDP yoga workshop, because I really wanted to meet DDP, because I do the yoga, as you can clearly tell. And so I thought that'd be really fun. And so I literally that night I bought a pass, like a badge, to get to the convention. I bought a ticket for the DDP yoga, and so I was all set. Like, I'm ready to rock and roll, getting this ready to go. And I last night at about 4:15, there was a like an Amber Alert where everybody's phones go off at 4:15 in the morning, and I woke up and I couldn't get back to sleep, and so I thought, okay, let's start. I can start planning out my driving directions, on figure out Friday. And we got some newbies in the house. Where's Tyler lost on? So anyway, we'll get back to that in a second, Jake and Eater. And so I was doing my driving directions, and I found out that what I thought was going to be a 3-hour drive was going to be about a 3-hour and 45-minute drive. And on top of that, I found out that it's going to be Jazz Fest weekend. And so everybody and their brother from a 4-state area is going to be trying to go downtown Chicago. And I've done this before. I went to an Apple store opening about, 10 to 12 years ago, maybe even longer, where it took me, instead of taking me 3 hours to get to downtown Chicago, it took me 8 hours. And I came in, and Handlebar can appreciate this. I came to a dead stop in Gary, Indiana on I-94, and literally it was stop and go traffic all the way into downtown Chicago from there. It was an 8-hour drive. Oh my God, what is going on with the meth head? What is he doing? He is being crazy. And so I kind of said to myself, okay, I don't, like, if I kind of go around it, it's going to make it a 4.5-hour drive. It's going to be gorgeous this weekend for Labor Day weekend. Do I really want to spend 9 to 10 hours in a car driving back and forth and all this stuff? And so last night I made the decision to just say fuck it, and I decided to be all out instead of all in. And so I was able to get a refund for my yoga. I was not able to get rid of my bracelet, unfortunately, but it's cheaper than a hotel, and so we're back to the original plan of watching it on Saturday. So I'm bummed. I'm seeing all these tweets, and everybody looks like they're having a really good time, and so I'm kind of depressed about that. But I just know for, like, it's been a rough week. I've been getting my ass kicked at me, emotionally, physically, and I need mental health check this weekend, and so going down to a convention with thousands of people, it just may not. Yeah, Zeron, I did. That's fair. I'll laugh at that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Tyrador right now. This is crazy. Yeah, that's funny. Zeron is saying I pulled out. That's funny. Okay, I'll laugh. Oh. Yeah, well, as Handlebar, my problem is that Chicago and me have never gotten along. Every time I've tried to go to Chicago, it's always been a disaster. Whether it's been the traffic, I've had my car keyed there. I've had some of the worst nights of my life in Chicago. I've just never gotten along with that town. And a lot of it has to do with, like, transportation. We got to race up the cage here. Who's going to win this? Is the meth head going to win it? Oh, no! Oh, no! Abdullah! And so like I said, in Chicago, it's got so much construction, and it's just, I don't know, man. Colgan's in the house. Wow, we're seeing some old school guys here. Luis, I'm sorry I backed up. You asked that earlier. Eric, did you guys finally finish transferring all the game data in the new game engine software? Not yet, my man. Not yet. We've got that as a work in progress at this point. Robert, like I said, the summertime has been really hard. Everybody's trying to do their best to just keep their heads above water. It really sucks. I feel terrible. That it's taken so long, but I'm not going to bag on Robert. I'm not going to bag on Mr. Wrestling 5. I'm not going to bag on any of us. I'm getting my butt kicked. I've not been doing my job and doing my UI stuff like I'm supposed to, and it's tough. And it's just, I feel terrible that it's taken this long. That's why I wanted to get you guys, some of you guys got access to the table build, the Unity 5 build. And so, I wanted to at least put that in your hands because you guys have been so great on these on Discord and on Twitch and all this kind of stuff. So, Handlebar, I might have to get to Chicago for one of these days. I was tempted to said on Friday night. My part of my plans was to go to the AAW show down in Logan Square, but boy, that is going to be a disaster trying to get anybody downtown to Logan Square while they got the Jazz Fest going and all that stuff. The traffic's going to be insane. So yeah, we'll see. But is anybody else ordering All In? I was thinking about doing a Twitch broadcast. Lamb Sauce, I can play that other. I can play we'll get this match finished up, and I'll play the latest and greatest that we've got. It's all stuff you guys have seen before, but if we got any newbies in the house, and I don't think Culgan's seen the new one. He hasn't been here in a little while, and we got a few newbies in here, so yeah, we'll do that. But All In is $40. But if you join Fight TV as a new subscriber, I apparently have a $15 credit. So I think I'm going to be able to get the show for $25. I should order that tonight to make sure they're not going to have any problems. They're not going to have any problems on order day. You know how sometimes those things get jammed like crazy. Oh, that's cool, Colgan. I'm glad somebody's watching those. Yeah, I gotta get your radio station sign on there. I gotta make that. I gotta get that going. Or if you know where to you can watch. See, here's the thing. I absolutely know where to go to pirate it. I'm doing that because I don't get WGN America, and so I'm absolutely pirating the hell out of that. But the thing is, I want to see more of this. I want to see more all-ins and all that stuff, and so I figured, you know what? I have stolen my fair share of stuff, and so I can afford it. I mean, money's somewhat tight, but I didn't have to buy a hotel room. I didn't have to pay $20 for a photo and autographs for a lot of people down there, because I know I would have gotten down there with all that merch, and I would have come home completely broke. I probably would have come home with championship belts and masks and autographs and all that kind of stuff. So. And so I'm going to support these guys, and besides, a lot of the quality in those pirate streams really sucks, and this will be in pretty good quality. And so I want to see, like I said, I want to see more of this stuff. So I'm gonna reward him, and I got to tell you, if you guys haven't seen them already. Watching the videos that Cody has been posting and that the NWA has been posting have been fantastically done. The Being of the Elite are kind of fun. They're a little too goofy for me sometimes, but the ones where they just drop all kayfabe and just talk about how the show is going, how they're setting it up, all the different challenges they're facing, and then the storylines for NWA videos have been just phenomenal. And so go out of your way to watch that stuff if you haven't already. They're on YouTube. They're on the NWA's YouTube channel, and you can search like American Nightmare Cody or something like that, and he's got his own YouTube channel. They're really, really well done, and they're really gotten me interested in this thing. Lamb Sauce, I agree with you. The emulation stuff, I love emulators. and I don't understand. I mean, I guess Nintendo's trying to make money on re-releasing all those old games. So it sucks. It really sucks. I saw that what did they shut down? Did they shut down emulation.net? I can't remember which one they did. So Zeron, you got to do what you got to do, brother. I remember when I was a broke ass kid coming out of college. I stole all my software. I stole everything, and I had to. I mean, you can't afford this stuff, but if you want to get good at it, you got to put the hours in on it. And so that was my justification for doing it. And now that I'm a professional and I make some money, I don't make tons, but I make enough. And it's like nowadays, it's like I feel like, okay, you know what? You know, I'm a professional now. I can do it. It's a tax deduction, all that kind of stuff. So, All In is Saturday night. The StarCast is tonight, and it's Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and some of Sunday. That you can pay like $99, and you get all those. You basically just get access to all those talks, like the Bischoff and Pritchard. I think we're having a debate tonight. There was other panels and stuff, and so that's what you got for StarCast. But All In is Saturday night. They've got a pre-show on WGN America starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. And then the official All In broadcast on Fight TV starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. So, I'm Chuckster. I don't think I recognize that name. Welcome to the party, buddy. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was Emu Paradise, not Emulation Zone. No, lamb sauce, it's all right, man. I don't blame you. It sucks. Because it's clearly a money grab. I mean, let's be honest. That's what it is. And so many of those games, like, what pisses me off is that so many of those games, like, don't even have, like, those publishers are long gone. There's nobody that you're infringing upon. Those copyrights have, like, nobody owns that stuff anymore. And so all that creative work is just supposed to disappear. That's crap. So, I don't know. So, yeah, and Handlebar, Matthew didn't even show up for his panel today because his plane was late. Yeah, I was kind of looking forward to that one too, but he got completely screwed by his flight. And so I guess there was a lot of people that were upset, and he's like, dudes, don't email the convention, folks. It wasn't their fault. It was mine. Not even his. It's like sometimes flights get delayed. So, Oski's in the house. All right. Nope, Zeron, I'm right there with you, man. I've got all my ROMs backed up on a hard drive somewhere. I've got tens of thousands of them going all the way back to the Atari 2600, and yeah, it's tough, Random Cable. I don't know what you do when the copyright owner goes out of business. I think there are some still protections in place, but I just don't know. And like I said, there's only one reason they're doing this, and because they're just being jerks. Jakeinator, you're right. The stream has everybody all in. That's great. No, see, I feel bad. Like I said, that's why I wanted to do a Twitch tonight, is because I miss hanging out with you guys. I feel bad. The last few weeks have just been kicking my butt so bad that it's like I feel bad. So, Chuckster, you're right. There's likenesses and all that kind of stuff. I guess for me, it's all about money changing hands. Like, it bothers me when pirates charge for their stream. That bothers me. Like, if you're gonna steal it, like, don't make money from it. That's the only time where I really got PO'd about, especially going back to the day. There used to be stuff like, you kids back in the day. I used to screw around to something called Hotline, and Hotline was a bunch of FTP servers that held all this pirate software. And it used to really upset me when people would try to charge access for something they stole. And so I guess for me, it's like, if you make money from it, that's gross. But if it's just like, what's the harm, I guess, because I know, I'm sure people have pirated our game, but I don't know. Lamb sauce, you're exactly right. Like, how else are you supposed to get these Japanese imports? It's ridiculous. Xbox 360 have good emulators working now. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Jakeinator, if I upload a deathmatch DLC pack, would you host a tournament of it on stream? Define deathmatch. Like, what would you do? What do you got in mind? Consoles die, emulators are forever. Exactly right. Where the hell am I supposed to get a dream? Although I do have a Dreamcast, but like, where are you supposed to go? You know, for that. You know, those things are falling into disrepair all around. Handlebar, I go way back, even before that, before Justin TV and all that stuff. Yeah, but believe me, I am well trained in pop-up. Like, you know, you arm every JavaScript and pop-up blocker known to man. All right, gang, I'm going to grab some water really quick because I'm getting thirsty. I ran tonight and I'm getting dehydrated, so be right back. Don't joke about batteries. All right, you guys cannot make fun of me. You're not allowed to make fun of me here. I can barely lift this, and you're. There's a funny story. Oh, God damn it. Thinking that I was going to be going to that DDP yoga class, I thought, oh, I better start getting in better shape. And so I did like a new workout routine on Tuesday night, and it was all about like, okay, you know, body weight kind of stuff. So it was all push-ups and sit-ups and squats and all this kind of stuff. And I overdid it on the push-ups by a factor of about 1,000,000, and I literally cannot lift my arms right now. Like I can't. This is as high as I can go right now because my triceps have completely locked up. And so I've been sitting there trying to eat food and drink water and all this stuff, and I have to like tip my head back. This is the worst. Battery-shaped water thermos. Oh man, someday when I hit it big, you know, thanks to this game, I'm going to buy like a solid gold, like the world's largest Duracell battery, and that's gonna be my gimmick. Hey, Jake and I, do some screenshots, man. I'd take a look. Oh, handlebar, get off that stuff. That stuff's no good for you. It screws through the brain. Is that a gong right there? The one behind me? Yeah, it's the same gong that I had in the original, like the Gong Show 100. Jake and Ader, you're too young for that stuff. Although you're entering the time when that stuff's alluring. Believe me, when you hit 40, that stuff does like loses its appeal pretty fast. Lamb sauce, you are weird. What? Look at that, Zeron. That's funny. I need to, I wonder what the, I have Googled the phrase, what is the largest Duracell battery you can buy? And I've come to the Duracell specialty batteries page. They've got a quadruple A. What? What? J alkaline battery. What the hell is this? Oh, I'm gonna have to do some digging on this. Ultra. Specialty devices. See, they don't show like the actual size of these things. I wonder if I can do like an image. I don't know. Holy crap, that one's pretty huge. What the hell is that? Yeah, I want one that's just like, oh yeah, look at that thing. It's one of those big square ones. Yeah. Yeah, I might have to make, I said, I'm gonna have to make an Amazon wish list and do fun stuff like that. Eric, can you shave your goatee so it's just a battery-shaped mustache? I don't, Lamb Sauce, you are one weird dude, brother. Eric, you should have focused on stamina instead of strength when you do it for, oh my God. Well, see, the thing is, I know better. I've been working out for a long time. I just hadn't done any strength training in some time. And so, I'm not a dad. No, I'm not. Not that I know of. Where's the Z battery? Since apparently the letters on batteries are like broadside. Oh my God, you guys are out of control. You guys are out of control tonight. You guys are out of control. All right, just for that, I'm gonna switch the game on you. We'll, just for that, you guys are getting two naked, oily guys. Just for that. Just for that. This ought to satisfy your. Where is this? Where is that damn build? I think it's that one. Who would have thought Abdul? Did he win again? Oh my God. Oh my God. See, that's the problem with this build is there's no music, there's no nothing. I need some music or something because there's not even sound effects in this build. And I have to play it. I can't do the co-op versus. All right, we'll have them chase me around here. Let's do in ring, normal table, enable AI follow. That works for me. Got a couple of trees in here. See, now I can't watch the chat because I gotta play the game here. Let me rearrange some stuff. Oh, that's right. I forgot. He's got the controller shake on this thing. It's just Eric's voice in Unity 5. You need a battery tattoo on Eric's ref model. That's pretty funny, guys. That's pretty funny. I was thinking about doing some kind of a broadcast for All In. You guys got to meet my buddy Doug. My buddy Doug is a riot. Is anybody familiar with the independent wrestler named Dick Justice? Because my buddy is an absolute dead ringer for this guy. I mean, it is uncanny how much they look like. He's a big dude, probably about 6'3" or 6'4", probably pushing 300 to 350. He's a big boy. And he grew up in the South, in North Carolina. And so he's a big Southern wrestling mark. And so we talk about that kind of stuff all the time. Oh, crap. I always forget which buttons do the... And so I was thinking about, like, if we got on a broadcast and just started... Because when we're watching a pay-per-view, that's all we're doing is talking about... We're not even talking about the match. We're talking about how that... Oh, that reminds me when Jim Cornette did this and this and this. And it's the funniest damn thing. And he said he's got some pretty funny lines. And I thought that might be kind of entertaining for you guys. I don't know. I don't know if I'd do it on the Pro Wrestling X stream. Uh-oh. I am crashing for some reason. Did I just crash? No. Okay. All right. What is the damn power bomb? Oh, that's right. Okay. Because you look like Doug Walker, the nostalgic critic. I don't think I know who that is. The biggest celebrity, see, you guys are a little, probably, well, some of you guys, right? The biggest reference, the one that I get all the time, especially when the show is popular, is I am almost an identical twin of Anthony Edwards from ER. Like if you watch that show, that he is my twin. It's uncanny. I do not know Doug Walker. I don't know that name. I haven't seen the grapple bug yet, but it happens all the time on Unity 5. Yeah, I mean, you're not the first person that's had issues with that. What is my power bomb? How is it that I play this game all the time and I still have not grasped the controls? This is ridiculous. I can see why people, get frustrated because I need to map this out a little bit better. All right, so is it right? There we go. Crush! Oh, that's so good. Now I gotta kick the body around. Kick the body around. Do 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 do. That's so great. Oh, I will never get tired of that. All right, it's time. Let's push that Christmas tree out of the ring. Oh, see, I'm familiar with Angry Game Nerd. I guess I don't know. I gotta tell you, I don't know, I'm tired of the YouTubers. So many of them are like, think they're funny and they're not. And I don't understand the appeal. Maybe I'm just the wrong age. Oh, love that. Still got the diving elbow on here. Let's find out. I don't know. See, I remember, because this is the same build. If you played that other one, I don't know what the controls are for that one though. Okay, so that what the hell was that? Is that the okay? That's the cane clothesline. That's the cane clothesline. Let's try. Okay, so that's the moon. Oh, look at the moonsault. Can't moonsault to the outside yet. Okay. Yeah, I know a lot of people that are big on the Angry Video Game Nerd. He never did much for me though. I don't know. It's not my style of humor, I guess. I'm getting old. Okay, so can I? Okay, so I think apparently I've only got the moonsault. I for some reason I guess I thought, did we not have a driving elbow? I guess I can't remember. Yeah, Jake and Ader, it's kind of a weird looking move. It is, but I get it. You know, let's try it because I think it's a cane clothesline. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Oh dear. Okay, that did not look good. All right, can I? That's right. I love these. I got to tell you, I love these pieces and parts. I love how the table does not disappear after you smash it. I think that's the coolest thing. I think, Robert did such a good job with that. All right, just want it back in the ring, guys. Just want it back in the ring. Can I? Yeah, because I would love a. Can I do the? I don't think I can do the moonsault. I don't. Yeah, because I don't think Robert's got that activated. I got the spear. I don't. Has anybody tried the lion salt? Because I don't think I've got that active in. I don't think that's active in this build. Yeah, because I got the spear. Yeah, I don't think I got the... Yeah, that looks terrible. Who is Video Game Nerd? Yeah, he's a prominent YouTuber. Dude, that's awesome, Handlebar. That's great. That's a good cane story. Can you ask Robert if he can make some pieces randomly glue on impact so there's a slight simulation of intact areas on the object? That's a good question. I don't know. We can try it. Yeah, see, that's the thing is, as long as people are smart, I mean, the politics are aside. I don't really get into the whole libertarian, I hate the government, blah, 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 anti-tax, all that kind of crap. But he's always, the people that I think have their stuff together, like MVP and all those guys. He always, he's kind of on the other side of the fence, but he vouched for Kane. It's like, well, if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. Look at that. Oh, that's so good. So good. And then you can just kick the body around, and then you can moonsault on top of him. Boom! Love it. Loved it. Handlebar, I'd love to see a picture of that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, boy, that's great. I know, right? I'm telling you, these tables. I can't, like I said, I can't wait to see this whole build complete. And like I said, I'm sorry it's taken so long, but again, it's hard. It's hard trying to get all the stuff. You guys hear me say that every week. All right, I need more water. Damn it, tigers! All right, you guys can't make fun of me. See, that was the thing, is I was trying to work out and try to get up to, like, girl arms, because right now I don't even have girl arms. I got to do my Fire Pro. I got to do my Fire Pro avatar justice. Yep, stay hydrated, kids. Good for you. Did I make a moan? I didn't even hear it. Oh, you guys are hilarious, man. You guys are just what I needed, man. Like I said, it has been a rough week. Rough week. So you guys are, oh, look out. He just presented him a present. That's what that looked like. He like tried to do some Reiki on him or something. Yeah, so we gotta work on this a little bit, clean up some of this stuff, but God, it still looks good. Like I said, I can't wait for this new build. I wish I had a timeline. I wish I had any of that stuff, but all I can tell you is Robert is doing the best he can, and Mr. Wrestling 5 is doing the best he can, and we're all trying to do the best we can. I said, it's just tough. It's just tough. I said, I know what by Dave is trying to take care of getting us some funding, and try to get every what will the new build have? You pretty much seen it. I don't want to. I said, like I said, it's all the stuff we've been talking about, trying to get the new characters in the game, the new animations, just get it so it's smoother, it runs better, it's a less resource intensive build, and then I really want to kind of clean up the UI and just really put a layer of polish on it. Oh goodness, wow, that is some heavy hardcore blood. I guess I don't think I've ever made anybody bleed in this. Maybe I have, but that is bright red. Look at that. Yuck. Oh, God, it's gushing. My goodness gracious. Boy, is that intense. See, the only other thing now is I would love to be able to pick up those table pieces. It's awesome that you can kick them around, but I would love to be able to... Of course, I know from a programming standpoint, it's probably not doable because you have to try to figure out how the guy's going to grab it. Like, you have to give some kind of points. Whoa, it stood up on its end. Oh, neat. Yeah, it's like smashing a watermelon. No kidding. Oh, I like how he got up there. Because I don't think the diamond cutters... Whoa, what is he doing? He's force choke. What's he doing? Oh, cool, handlebar. I'll check that out in a second. So lighting going to be altered. It's kind of light. I agree. I would love to see... I'm good with the lighting in the ring. I would like to see the arena be a little darker. Like the crowd be a little darker. Maybe make the spotlights a little less harsh. But if you look... I think some of that is just how the surfaces are just designed so that they reflect light for the wrestlers. But if you notice, like if you go to like a house show, there are pretty harsh lights above the ring. I mean, they're not delicate at all. Yep, that's the thing. Arena and crowd, and I'm sure that'll work on all that kind of stuff. These are all things that are works in progress. Because like I said, because I like I like the sense that the ring is really spotlit and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it'd be nice to get the crowd a little bit darker. What's the ninja wrestler's name? I don't think we've come up with one yet, to be honest with you. No, Jake and Ader, we actually have a guy that looks like a wrestler. He looks like Scorpion a little bit from Mortal Kombat. Like everybody was making Mortal Kombat jokes. He is different. Like if you look at him side by side, they're definitely different. It's just because he has like yellow accents. That's the difference. Can I not? What's the there? Sorry, there. That's the go behind. Oh, Dragon Suplex is so good. You'd be leaving early access. Why don't you let players bug test it first, then do a few bug? Oh, Ivatopia, you're absolutely right. The first release will not be ready for prime time. There's going to be all kinds of bugs and stuff. We get that. It's just we want to get that badge off of us. I mean, we've been having it. We've been in early access for 4 freaking years. So, I mean, it's notice something. Check the animation in this GIF. Seems the arena will be changed in the next build. Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. That is nothing that's in engine. That is when Mr. Wrestling 5 is mocking this stuff up, he's dumping it into an environment. That's not anything that the game is currently running. That is Mr. Wrestling 5 like testing his animation and building us like some shareable stuff. Don't worry about that. That will not be, that's not, to my knowledge, that's not in any engine at all. So don't worry about that. That's just strictly a mock-up. So yeah, no sweat there. You guys have been in early access for more than 5 years. Yeah, you're probably right. 2000, no, because I think we went live 2014. So it's getting up there. It's getting up there. Yeah, see, Ivatopia, you're right. That's one of the things that we've always been afraid of is that, oh, now that you're in early access, it's time to really slaughter the game. And I don't know. Steam is annoying. I'm just kind of done with Steam. I'm really wanting to sell this thing on other platforms, and I want to. So when Unity 5 gets polished up, we're opening up our itch.io store. We're going to get things on a few of these other storefronts because Steam takes so much. You've got a lot of numbers and a lot of eyeballs, but boy howdy, do they take a lot of your money. And this is just kind of a toxic ecosystem. And so, you kind of have to be out there, just for your own, business wise. But I would love to be on other storefronts. So. Yeah, it's great as a consumer, Xeron. It really is. I love Steam too. But as a developer, there's a lot of people that are kind of down on it. And I get it. I mean, like I said, it does put your game in front of a lot of eyeballs. And there's no doubt about that. But they've kind of conditioned everybody to only buy on those big sales. And then everybody's got, these big backlogs of games and everything that they never even bother playing. So, oh yeah, itch.io is that's the one that I want to do. I'm a huge fan of itch.io. In fact, haven't bought any games out there, but I've got my own account and all that kind of stuff, and so I follow several developers on there, and that's the one that I really want to get going because they let you keep as much as you want. You can request how much money to give them, and that's pretty cool. Good Old Games is also a possibility. There's one called, I think Gumroad is another one. There's a lot of storefronts out there. The Humble store is also obvious. Yeah, Good Old Games does sell a little bit more because I was always a fan of the two because they always had they always sold all those retro games. So yeah, it's good to know. Thank you for telling me that though. Origin is also another one. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of storefronts. And I think, because the other part of the problem is just trying to stand out. And so my philosophy, and again, we're all trying these things. We don't know. But my theory is that it's better to be a big fish in a small pond than a small fish in a big pond. I don't know. There's 850 games that get added to Steam every month. And I don't know how in the world you can stand out with all these games. And there's just so many choices that I think I would be much more apt to think, okay, smaller storefront with less games, and maybe you'd be able to stand out a little bit more. So I don't know. Origin is EA only. That's correct. Yeah. Scratched.mit.edu. Oh, neat. I've seen this before. There's a couple of really good game engines that are out there. There's one called Godot, Godot. That's really neat. That's an open source game engine. That's pretty cool. That a lot of the new. I really like one called Game Maker Studio. That's the one that I like quite a bit. Like in terms of how the engine, it just makes sense to me. All those engines kind of work in different ways, and Unity I've always hated. I don't understand a damn thing about that, and it's not just because I'm a rookie. I mean, I'm sure it's part of that, but I mean, I've been a programmer for a lot of years, and nothing about Unity makes any sense. I hate the interface. I hate all of it, and so I like some of these other game engines, and Game Maker's the one that I've really liked. It just makes sense to me. And they have kind of a newbie mode, but I don't use that. I still do they have kind of a drag and drop game system, but I don't use any of that. I like just the raw code, but it just the syntax, the way that everything's laid out just makes more sense to me. And so if I was going to start screwing around with a game, that's the one that I'm going to choose. But yeah, they've got lots of fun. They've got lots of fun things. Dude, anything you guys want to do, I am all about encouraging the creativity, man. If, like I said, Jakeinator, you're a young guy. You're going into the 8th grade. I think you screwing around with that kind of stuff is so cool and so awesome that by all means, man. The other thing I'm going to tell you too, as a youngster, open yourself up a mutual fund or an IRA right now and put $5 every week into that thing and get some compound interest going. I'm going to pass along a little financial wisdom, some financial tips tonight. So you're so young. Set one of those bloody things up and put $5 in a week, and just watch your money grow, man. Just watch your money grow. There's another one called what is that called? Let me look. Crap. What's that called? It's a visual novel engine that looks kind of fun. God, what is that called? I can't remember that engine. What is that called? There's what. It's really cool. It's basically just like, it's almost like interactive PowerPoint. But there's a lot of like what they call visual novels, where you can just kind of like make like kind of almost like choose your own adventure kind of stuff. Like you're navigating like a choose your own adventure book, which some of you are too young to remember what those are. No, I'm watching the time. I'm in a good mood tonight, so I'm going to keep going for a little while. But my voice is running out, so I'll have to wrap it up here pretty soon. But I was watching the time. But yeah, man, Jakeinator, if you ever want to screw around with that kind of stuff, by all means, man. I said we're all about creativity, man, and it's just experience, man. It's experience screwing around with all that stuff. So, Handlebar, yeah, because Handlebar, you're developing yours in Unity 5, right? Yeah, Godot is pretty cool. I have not screwed around with it, but there's a couple of Game Maker YouTubers that have either not necessarily made the switch, but they've been screwing around with that and seem to like it. I am still a Game Maker guy. I think that I really like that. Jakeinator, go get some rest, brother. You're staying up way past your bedtime anyway. But yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, man. And thanks for all the stuff you're doing in Discord. Keep that up, man. Zeron, you are just such a rock star. You're either that or a really good liar, one of the two, or you're just completely disillusioned. And yeah, man, there's nothing more attractive than a guy with a girlfriend. That is a thing. Ivatopia, do you ever think you'll add online multiplayer to Pro Wrestling X? If you do, could you face people in your stream and all that stuff? That is a really good question. Now, I know when we first did Pro Wrestling X, like way back in the day, online multiplayer was just like, forget it. Too hard, too much lag, too much all of that stuff. Now, I have never been one to doubt Robert the Man, and I think he has mentioned before that he seems to think he might be able to get something like that up and running. I'm not going to make any promises because, again, I'm out of force of habit, have always said, nope, that's going to be too hard, forget about it. But who knows? With technology these days, things may have gotten to be a lot better. So who knows? But I agree with you. I think online, especially with like a battle royal situation or something like that, I think that'd be a lot of fun. So I'm with you. Come on, Tigers, kill me. Yep, I gotta say though, Godot, I've seen stuff built in for PS1 aesthetics, making a throwback. Yeah, see, that's just it. I'm old and I really like pixel art, and I love. Like I said, I was looking a lot at a wrestling game. What is it called? Nippon Japan Pro Wrestling, something like that. What is that? Is it? Because it was one I just kind of liked. Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. Shin Nippon. Like 1995. I like the art style of it. I just thought it was kind of, colors were bright and the action was fast, and I really enjoyed that. Let me see if I can find you a better clip because this one sucks. Because there's a couple different versions. Let me see. Because I was looking at this one a lot, and I really, like I said, I kind of liked it. I dug the visual style, and it's just arcadey, and it's old, and everybody would look at it now and be like, yeah, that sucks. But I don't know. I think something like that would be really fun. This one right here. This is I thought this looked kind of interesting. So I don't know. One of these days, but my God, wrestling games are so much hard work. I downloaded a free plugin for Unity, so probably some kind of a shader. Yeah, pixelated, low filter, P1 stuff. Yeah, so I don't know. Someday I would, like I said, Robert and Mr. Wrestling 5 are my freaking heroes, man. I think the stuff that they're doing is just so bloody cool, and I would just, and like M. Dickey and all these guys, I would love to join that. I really would, but I'm so far away from knowing what the hell I'm doing that it's just like, But someday I'd love to do it. And like I said, I would make the game that I like. I like those old wrestling games. Nobody would play it. But it would just be more about like the fact that I did it. So I don't know. Maybe someday, but we'll see. But I've always been attracted to those kind of games more. But everything seems like it's got to be 3D these days. And but I don't know. I always had more fun with that 2D stuff. So. All right, gang, you got an extra 15 minutes bonus out of me here, but I am going to call it a night because I'm going to keep hydrating and try to relax for the rest of the evening. And who knows? Maybe I'll do some kind of a Gong show or something before All In or something like that. I'm really happy for the people that are getting to go. Like I said, yeah, it just wasn't my time. Wasn't the right timing, and sometimes, gang, and this is something you're gonna learn over the course. You start getting older, man, and my veterans in the chat will know what I'm talking about. It's like sometimes you just got to take like little mental health days, and at the end of this week, it was a rough one, and it's like, all right, throwing yourself into the middle of something like that. Sometimes you need the smarter move is to just unplug for a little bit and just try to like get your focus back, because it's rough when you're always just rush from one thing to another and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm gonna take a mental health break, and I feel bad. It's probably gonna be, like I said, an opportunity of a lifetime, but I'll enjoy it. Me and my buddy will watch it on Saturday, and we're gonna have a good time. And said hopefully more things to come. But yeah, definitely go check out those YouTube clips in the NWA and the all upcoming or all incoming on Cody's channel. So. With that, I'm going to call it a night. Cheers, and yeah, maybe we'll see you on Saturday.